What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Planetary Reviews, and I am extremely excited to give you guys my review for Blade Runner 2049. Now, I went into this movie thinking it was just going to be a good sci-fi movie, just like I thought of the first one. The first one is a good movie. I had nothing against it. It was a great, sci-fi, noir, detective kind of movie, and I liked it. I saw it when I was younger. I thought it was good. I need to add it to my movie collection. And I thought it was a good movie. So I went into this movie pretty much thinking I was going to get the same thing. Just a good sci-fi movie. Man, oh man, was I wrong. This movie blew me out of the water. I really wasn't expecting this to be this good. I had my jaw dropped most of this movie. Let me just, you know what? Before I even get into it, let's just start with the story. The story to this movie is that we have a new Blade Runner played by Ryan Gosling, beautifully by the way, and he is off hunting replicants. And it's his job to do that, just like Harrison Ford before him. And as he's doing this, he uncovers a secret. Something that if the world found out, it would change the game completely. It would alter the way they view things. And man, oh man, when you find out what that is, it really does make you go, whoa, that's crazy. That's a really crazy thing to think about. I'm not going to go into spoilers, but that's pretty much the gist of the story to this movie. Because I don't want to go into more detail, because even if I spoil one little thing, I went into this movie completely fresh, not knowing any real plot details other than what the trailer showed. So, I want you to go in there like that, because when you go in there without knowing a thing about what this movie might be about, it will just make it even better. Because man, right when you get into it, I gotta say, like I said, Ryan Gosling's performance in this movie was amazing. The way he portrayed this character was 100% perfect. He had a lot of emotional moments that he had to really make you believe that he felt this emotion, and when he did, it was amazing with facial expression, with the way he was having with his body language. Absolutely jaw-dropping. Speaking of jaw-dropping, the way this movie was filmed was beautiful. Just from the opening shot of this movie, my jaw was dropped. I was like, wow, this really just sets the tone of just the type of movie you're gonna be watching. You're not just gonna be seeing any sci-fi movie, not just any sci-fi movie, but a really well thought out and a really well made sci-fi film. This looked great. And then on top of the great cinematography in this film, we have the amazing score done by Hans Zimmer, and you can tell that it has this feel, it has all this emotion behind it. It really just propels the movie even more, and I loved it. Every time something was going down, the music in the background really helped it become even more alive. It was amazing. I loved it. Hearing the way the score went throughout the entire film, it wasn't too in your face, but it also wasn't too quiet. It was done perfectly. This score was beautiful. I couldn't believe it. This is probably my favorite score from any movie this year, and that's saying a lot with how many good movies we've had this year. But man, the score to this was top notch. I loved it. And then as we continue, this movie has a lot of good stuff. The plot to this film will keep you intrigued 150%, because thanks to Ryan Gosling's performance and everyone surrounding his performance, and one of the standouts was Dave Bautista, even though he wasn't in this for too long, when I saw him in this film and he had his role, my goodness, he really proves in this movie that he can just do more than just Drax. I think thanks to that role, he's really come to terms with, I like acting, this is pretty cool, I really enjoy this, and he's really great. Even though he's not in it for too long, the moments that he is in it were amazing, absolutely jaw-dropping. I was like, wow, I've never seen this part of him before. And I'm so used to him playing Drax that when I saw him in this, I was like, wow, this is really good. He's compelling, you like his character even for the little bit that he's there. And then on top of that, you have Harrison Ford returning, and he does a great job just coming back into and stuff like that, getting back into the swing of things. That was great. And then we had some other great performances. Let me just look up her name real quick. Give me 1 second. Ana de Armas. And she's basically supposed to play a AI. And the way she portrays this AI is so well done. And then she shows emotion, and she has a relationship with a certain character in this movie. I'm trying to keep it very vague so I don't ruin anything, but the relationship she has with this person is so perfect. It's so well done. And that's because of the connection, and the way she performs in this movie is fantastic. And then moving on, we gotta talk about just like the pacing of this movie. The pacing of this movie was spot on. It starts off, boom, you got a good action scene, you got a good character moment to set up the characters that are in this film, the first two anyway, or at least the first one, I'm sorry, and it sets you up from there. The movie isn't all 100% action throughout the whole thing, so don't go into this movie thinking you're gonna get action, action, action. No, this movie is very story driven, but when the action does happen, it looks great. The CGI in the movie looks beautiful. You can't even see it sometimes. You're just sitting there like, wow, it blends in perfectly. So every time the CGI is in your face is when they're in the city showing off, like, you know, all the holograms and stuff, which is to be expected, and that looked perfect. But like I said, the pacing of this movie was 100% perfect, because you have action and you have great plot. You want to know what's going on. You want to uncover the mystery of what's happening in this film, and that's thanks to all the performances and the great pacing. When it feels like it's starting to get a little boring and stuff like that, something intriguing happens, something exciting happens, something that makes you think. That's another thing about this film. Just like the first, this movie you're going to be thinking. This movie does have a lot to talk about with the aspect of love, with the aspect of life, and how it comes to be, what it exactly means to be alive, just like the first one. And it does these big themes perfectly. This movie is an amazing sci-fi noir film, just like the first one, except it propelled it even further. The first one was a good movie. This is a great film. I could go on and on about why I love this movie so much. Blade Runner 2049 was a huge surprise, with great performances, beautiful cinematography, an amazing score, great performances all around from everyone, great plot. This movie was great, guys. If you're a fan of the first movie, definitely go out and see this one. You know why? Because Blade Runner 2049 gets a solid A+ from me. Guys, this movie was amazing. I want to know what you guys thought about this movie in the comment section below. I want to know about any of the hardcore Blade Runner 1 fans out there. What do you think about this film? I want to hear your opinions, because this movie really just blew my mind on how amazing this film was. I was really surprised, and I had a lot of fun. Great film. Oh man, this year's been great for film. But guys, my next movie I'm going to be reviewing is The Foreigner, starring Jackie Chan. Very excited to go see that next week. I'm a huge Jackie Chan fan, so this is going to make me real happy. And thank you for watching my Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite review. Very happy that people are enjoying that video. Very happy that you guys are giving me some more support. It's always awesome. I love all you guys for watching the videos. And as for game reviews, my next game review is going to be the new South Park game, and then the new Assassin's Creed. So look forward to those, guys. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.